Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Justin and I hope you are doing well today. The new year is right around the corner, which means another semester is complete, and this semester turned out to be my final semester at my college. And though I'm not done with schooling just yet, I do now have my associates and certificate that I have been going to school for. So today I want to take a lovely trip down memory lane and review my transcript for you all. Every course, every grade, and every experience that I've had getting my associates in applied science for computer information systems and certificate in information technology. So let's just jump right into it. Pulling out my transcript right now and let's see what we have here. Fall 2018 was when I started college. I had taken a gap year from high school and then miraculously, I still don't know how this happened, got myself back to college. I actually remember the first day of college so vividly because we went on a vacation to Canada and the first day of college was the day that we were coming home from that vacation. So I literally was pulling up like my courses and stuff on my phone in the car on the ride back. And I was really confused. It was a bad idea. I really should have just waited till I got home. So in my first semester, I was taking 5 courses, which is technically a lie. So let's just go through the courses one by one for each of them. So the first course I took was microcomputer applications, which was a requirement for my degree. This course literally was just like, I think a lot of other places call it like computers for business because it's just Microsoft Office suite. Like you're going through Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Access, like all of those, even though Access is like gone. So this course was definitely not hard at all, especially the first portion of it because we lightly touched on databases, so the rest was like make a PowerPoint slide, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I took intermediate algebra as well because in high school, my senior year, I was like donezo and I didn't take math at all. So I was like super behind and I never was good at math, so I had to go into this. This course I didn't realize didn't count for a college credit, so that's fine with me because I don't think I did well in it. I feel like I got like a B- or something, but it didn't count, so there's that. Then for my first programming course, I took programming concepts and applications. This course was super awesome. I feel like it's every college's first programming course, but we did ours in Python. We just zoomed through every programming concept that's pretty relevant to today's like use case. So going from like variables to object-oriented programming with a little bit of like file IO in the middle of that. And yeah, it was a really great time. I loved this course. And the only thing I hated was that I left it thinking that I could like build the next Facebook, but I really couldn't, so I would get frustrated and I ended up just making like 5 finance managers, which is not an exaggeration. So student success seminar is that like course that new students have to take when they go to a college, where it basically just introduces you on what college is like and how to be a good student. I did not realize that this course was like a half semester course. I still don't see that information. And the way this one works was you had to do certain assignments that would give you points. So let's say there was like 24 assignments laid out for you to do. You could pass this course, as in do the course to completion. It wasn't really like an option. You had to, you know, get an A basically. You could pass this course by doing like 12 assignments. But it depended on how high those assignments were ranked, like their point value. It was very strange. I almost actually kind of messed myself up because I didn't realize it was a half semester course and I was like brutally behind at that point. I thought I was ahead. Nope. And then English Composition 1, which is English Composition. I think we get that one. So moving on to Spring 2019, which is a lie. That's the semester I withdrew from, so we're gonna move on. We're jumping right over that. Summer 2019. I took English Composition 2 to dip my feet back in the water of going to college again. And I got a B in this course. This isn't fair. Okay, here's my gripe real quick. Hold on. I love English courses because I do like to write. I think writing's very fun. It lets your mind kind of like relax and just let whatever you're thinking about kind of flow out onto the page in front of you. And I really love that aspect of it. However, it's like the one course I can think of where a lot of judgment just goes into it. So like you could write an A1 paper, but the person you're handing it to could just have a different opinion and be like, no, this is not an A1 paper. So I already hate that alone. And it seems the professor that I took this from had that as a reoccurring issue. So I got a B. It's not a big deal. This was also the summer that I actually went to California and attended Twilio's Signal conference. So I was doing assignments literally at the conference sometimes, and I'll take the B. It's not a big deal. Fall 2019, I took 4 courses. So the first one was Intro to HTML and CSS. This course was really cool. It was very textbook heavy, which was my only thing I didn't love about it. So I was really just reading the textbook constantly, and more so drag and dropping in code to see how it changed things rather than like producing my own stuff, I guess. So like you would read through the chapter, you would get this kind of skeleton of an assignment, and you would have to go in and add a certain element or modify, you know, the design using CSS or something along those lines. So it was like my favorite and my least favorite at the time, and I still don't know how I really feel about it, but like during that course I thought I was going to be the worst web programmer ever, and now I primarily do web programming. So like, you know, things work out. I took college algebra and trigonometry, which was the first college math course that I ever took, and I'm just like not great at math, but I'm getting better. This course was math, and I'm okay with that. I took Computer Application Software 2, which is Microcomputer Applications 2. It's the follow-up course, just named differently. I don't know why, but this one definitely was more so heavy with Excel's like upper formulas, if that's what you want to call them. The ones that do more like computing interest and compound interest and all that kind of stuff, and then access, so database management and creation was kind of the two more focused areas. Everything else was like, you learned that in the first one. And I think also Word reports, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were like forms and reports were the ones that we did there. And Intro to Business, I wanted to love this course, but I hated it. I had to take it as a requirement for the Computer Information Systems degree. You had to take a business elective. I really wanted to love this course, but I hated it. I never like to pass blame because I feel like everyone always plays a part in something, so it's not fair just to be like, oh, it's because of this person. But my professor during this time was Nubianpa. Basically, all we had to do for this course was read through our textbook and answer like a end of the week kind of discussion board, and then sometimes there'd be a writing assignment. And that's, I guess, fine and dandy, but they were so like elusive and they did not open for proper discussion. And then we got our grades back like months later, and we found out we were all doing the assignments wrong. So like, I don't know how I got an A in this course, but like I was sitting on a C for a while, and it wasn't my fault. That's not whatever. Moving on, spring 2020, I bumped it up to 5 courses, and I took Microeconomic Principles, which I want to say was like a social science elective that I had to take, but I actually really love this course, and my professor for this was absolutely lovely. I met with her often, and she just really was amazing and really helped me out through this course. So Microeconomic Principles kind of covered more so the micro scale of economics rather than the macro scale, which is more so like business related. That's how they describe the course, but really it's more like business related from what I see. I'm not an economics major, so don't take my word for it. I took computer programming, which was a focus on object-oriented programming using Java, and I loved this course to death. It was so cool. We used like an online development environment, so nothing had to be directly stored really on your computer, which I thought was super cool. Going over the principal concepts of Java in itself and object-oriented programming really like smacked me into the programming world, and this course is kind of what really kickstarted everything that I've done so far, I would say. I love this course so much. The first time that I was going to take this course with the semester that I withdrew from, it was a textbook format, and the textbook is super outdated and old now that I look at it, so I feel like I almost dodged a bullet, and this is what I mean when I say everything happens for a reason. This is the reason, y'all. So I took web programming, which was taking what you knew with HTML and CSS, so taking that front-end development, adding in the back-end. So we did PHP as the back-end programming language for this course, and a heavy focus on contacting databases using SQL. I really love this course. It was really cool to see the concepts that you take from computer programming and also be able to apply them again into a different programming language immediately, so you could really see how all languages are pretty much the same, you just have to figure out how to talk with them. So I really enjoyed this course, and it was so cool to finally be able to like figure out how to get information online and do stuff with it rather than just creating these static web pages. So that was really awesome, and I had a great time in this course. Database management is database management. Everyone needs to take this course if you're a computer science major or anything related to, or even if you're going to business. Like, this course was great. This course's only focus with programming languages was SQL, but it went into more the concepts and methodologies to creating a database that is normalized to make the ETL of data as efficient as possible. So I love this course. I really had a great time in this, and learning so heavily databases I think really helped me with a lot. I really love this course. This semester was like banging. I love this semester. And last, I took introductory French. This course was awesome. My professor was super great, and I loved her dearly. And I always wanted to take French, so I had a great time in this. Am I perfect at French? No. No, I am not. Can I remember half the stuff that I've learned in this course? maybe, but not exactly because I haven't practiced a lot. But I love this course so much and I really had a great time in it and it was so worth it. The only thing I didn't like was we did these talk abroad sessions. So you would go on to basically like a Skype call almost type deal with someone in another country who spoke, in this instance, French, and you would have a like 15 or 30-minute conversation with them. For someone who's new at French, it's really hard to communicate with someone who speaks it perfectly and doesn't know your limitations, so you're just constantly like, je ne comprends pas. This was probably my favorite and best semester at my college, and I really, really enjoyed it. And now to my final semester here for my associates and certificate. I took 5 courses and an internship, and the internship is actually what allowed me to graduate. So I technically wasn't planning to graduate this semester, got the internship midway through, and then found out I'd be able to graduate because of it. And it was really, really great, and I'm so ecstatic about it. I'm gonna leave out the internship onto this, but just know the internship did count for credit. So the first one I took was Intro to Cultural Anthropology. I love this course so much. This course's professor was an absolute sweetheart. She really opened up every single topic for an amazing discussion. She was so knowledgeable and respectful, and just, it was amazing. Like, you would sit down for this course knowing it's going to be chill. As long as I listen and do my assignments, I'm going to be okay. And like, we can all just sit here, learn, and discuss. It was amazing. I loved it. 10 out of 10, would recommend and take it again. I love this course. Pre-calculus to get myself ready for calculus. Oh my goodness, this course. So this course was actually great because my professor, who also was amazing, had the methodology of, you are not going to learn math if you think that one wrong move is going to sink you forever. And I love that. So the way that this would work was all your homeworks and tests, you would have multiple attempts on each question. So for the homework, you realistically could do each question until you got it right. They didn't really have a cap. It was like 99, but if you're trying 99 times, just like, it's not your day, bub. Like, you're not going to do it. The test, you had 3 times on each question, which I thought was really, really awesome because you shouldn't be getting reprimanded for trying things in math or making one simple mistake. Like, we're not really trying to aim for perfection here. We're trying to aim for understanding. And I think that this model really was a unique and amazing way to teach a course like this. So I give her lots of props for this because I loved taking math this way. The beginning of this was great. Once it got to trigonometry, I was like lost. But like, you know, studying hard, we keep it moving forward. I'm not going to get discouraged yet. Computer hardware and system software. This was my least favorite computer course that I've taken just because I don't like computer hardware. I think it's quite boring, but that's just me. This course, we used an online certificate program named Test Out. So you would actually be able to do this course, and at the end of it, if you got a high enough score on the exam, you would be Test Out certified. So you could put it on like your resume and try to get jobs with that certificate saying, I did an IT course and I know what I'm doing. And I did end up getting that certificate. This course was all in all very interesting and I learned a lot from it. I just think personally it moved along really, really fast and therefore I didn't get to enjoy all the material as much as I wanted to. And it's kind of confusing. So I do have to take another course like this in my transfer college. We'll see how that goes. Data structures and algorithms, the course that every computer science student has to take, the one that will make students drop their computer science degree. I love this course. This was super freaking fun for me because I just love the idea of modifying data. I think it's really great and cool. So being able to learn how to store data in efficient ways and like all this stuff really reinforced my object-oriented skills as well, and I just had a great time with this course. I did get a B+ in it, and that makes me angry, but it's my fault, to be honest. So the quizzes in this course were really, really difficult compared to the projects, in my opinion. The quizzes, they would focus on very minute details, such as like, in stack, pop can also be called, and you're like, anything they want it to be, I'll check the documentation. And then by the end too, once we got into trees, it was pretty confusing, but you know, I will take the B+. I love this course so much. I think it is extremely beneficial, and if I could take it again, I probably would, because I feel like reinforcing this skill is something that would never hurt. So, and finally, Intro to System Analysis. This is the course that teaches you as a software developer on how to develop software, basically, but like in the conceptual business side of things. So it's very on the point of the system development lifecycle and going through all of those and each step of the way, analyzing how to pick products and all the project management portions of this. it went over a whole bunch, so it's really hard to kind of come up with a clean description off the top of my head, but super awesome course, super beneficial. I was able to take a lot of this and apply it immediately in my internship, and that was really, really awesome. So yeah. And that concludes my entire associate's and certificate degrees at my college. I am set up for transferring immediately in the spring. And yeah, I just can't believe it's done already. Like, I feel like I really did just start and blinked and it's over, but I had a great time. I loved every single second of my college experience so far, and I do think that this college did a pretty great job at an online computer science related degree. So I'm really excited to move forward into that computer science path with the knowledge that I gained here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. I know I'm so spotty when I come like in and out like this, but I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more computer science related / techie stuff videos, that was smooth. Hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you in the What Up family, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Ay.